Hello, my name's Annika and welcome to the Sewing Nook. In this video I'm going to be turning this wrap skirt into a button-up skirt. This was actually originally a wrap dress, but I ended up taking the top off because it didn't fit proper, but now I want to turn it into a button-up so I can get more wear out of it. These are the buttons that I decided on just because they match pretty well and won't stand out too much. So to get started, I'm going to cut off the waistband because I've already cut it and so it's fraying a little bit. So I'm just going to start by cutting that off. Okay, so what I've decided to do is, since both sides are already hemmed, I'm just going to sew one of them on top of the other one and then just sew the buttons onto it. So it won't actually be a functioning button down, but you could if you wanted to, but I don't really need it. And it's easier that way so that I can put elastic in the waistband to make it comfortable. Something else that I just noticed is that where the ruffle starts, if you line them up, they don't match at the end. One is like way longer than the other, so I'm going to need to trim that and make it all even and then go ahead and do what I just said, but it's okay, it'll just be a little shorter. I also decided to cut a piece of iron-on interfacing that was 2 inches by 14 inches and then put this on the right side just to keep it more sturdy for where the buttons are going to go. Then I pressed the left side of the skirt in about 1 inch just so that there'd be a line there, so whenever I put the right side on top, it helps keep it even. I just put the right side on top of the left side, and now I'm going to sew them together. And I'm going to sew from the top down, making sure I leave about 3 inches on the bottom open. Alright, so now I've laid the buttons on top, and I decided just to go with 4 since I had to trim the top a little bit. And I think I'm going to just hand sew them on because my machine will do more like sideways, and I want it to be that X. So now I'm just going to hand stitch all those on. Okay, I have all my buttons sewn on, and now all I have to do is add the elastic in the waist. So I'm going to start by folding it in about 1/4 inch towards the wrong side, and then about 1 1/4 inch towards the wrong side. Now I'm going to sew around the entire thing, making sure to leave at least a 3-inch gap. And for the elastic, I'm going to be using 3/4 inch non-roll, which I really like because I've used the softer elastic a lot, and it does end up rolling in a lot of my things. I've cut a piece of elastic that measures comfortably around my waist, and now I'm just going to thread it through this and then zigzag stitch it together. Once I sew that, I'm going to sew the opening close, and my skirt is complete. I think this is the perfect skirt for fall. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and please give it a like.